Nintendo Talks, brought to you by or powered by Reboot Gaming.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, what's up? So I'm here with the commoner, Nia, video gamer. Go ahead, say hello. How you doing?
Whoop, whoop. What up, everybody? It's your girl Nia. As she said, I'm the commoner. I'm a woman of the people. Let's go. Team Red, the best all day long.
Alrighty, and we got your gaming elitist here. You know, the one that pisses people off, but he only speaks the truth. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Alex.
What is going on, people? ActivesiN here from Team Red, the classiest of all the Reboot members, of course. When we are going to bring you some Nintendo news.
Alrighty then. As you have probably realized, we're doing some like switcheroo here. So I will be the host for this week, and we'll probably switch it up for next week, and so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into these topics. And there we have it. What is our first topic for today? Which is a rumor. So let's just say that we have a rumor going around saying that Luigi's Mansion 3 coming to Nintendo NX? Question mark. So I'm gonna read a little little article here, and we'll go ahead and pick this thing apart. So the latest Nintendo NX rumor that apparently comes from Gino is being reported on by Dual Pixels. It should be noted that the site hasn't always been right in the past, but this time around they're reporting that Luigi's Mansion 3 is rumored to be coming to the Nintendo NX platform. The game is apparently a visually impressive launch title for the platform and is trying to achieve a living 3D cartoon movie. Again, this should be firmly noted as a rumor, as the site has posted some dubious stuff in the past. So there's a little quote here. I guess I'll go ahead and read that as well. Luigi's Mansion 3 is planned to be Nintendo's impressive visual launch title. The goal, I've been told, was when the team at Next Level and EAD Tokyo 2 saw the American commercial for Luigi's Mansion 2, aka Dark Moon. Their goal was to create something that visually stunning for NX, and according to sources, they have come damn close to it. With one saying it's going to cause arguments on the internet, whether it's a bullshit or not. Yeah, they said that. Bullshit or not, despite us developers knowing you can achieve something like on the current hardware specs. The game uses a lot of advanced lighting techniques to create this living 3D cartoon movie look with insanely detailed shadows and transparencies. It also shows off the haptic analog sticks, which will resist when trying to capture ghosts. An AR multiplayer mode is also planned to be in the final version of the game. So interesting stuff. We will start with Nia. What do you think? Is this a good thing, a bad thing, or whatever?
I think that this rumor is. I don't know. I don't believe it. But let's just assume that this rumor does turn out to be true. I think that would be actually a really good thing for the NX if it's as graphical as they claim. You know, going on. Let's just pretend it's real, because there's a lot of people who are really skeptical about Nintendo right now, and Nintendo got to show people something. They got to show a lot of people something, including a lot of loyal fans. And so I feel like the best way to do that is to kind of show that whatever the NX is has a little bit of a punch behind it, and that's something that people would be willing to get behind, assuming that this is true. So if Luigi's Mansion 3 is planned for the NX for a launch, I actually think that would be a decent launch title, because it does have a little bit of a niche following. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really see it being a bad thing if this were to be true. So that's pretty much how I feel about that.
Sounds good to me. And what is your thoughts on this, Alex?
If it's true, that's cool. I'm not really into Luigi's Mansion, so I don't care too much, but I know people do like it, and it's been a while since they've had a
console
a game. Yeah, they haven't had a console. The last one was on the 3DS, right? So
yeah.
Yep.
It's been a while since the consoles had one, so that'd be a nice change of pace. The only thing that's kind of like has me not believing it's true is because it's from that Gino guy and the Pixel website, and they just came out with a bunch of rumors which were all false. So
Oh boy, there you
I
go.
don't know.
There
So
you
I'm not
go.
really like
I didn't want to
Yeah,
say
That's
it.
the
I didn't
reason
want
I
to
don't
say
think it's
it.
real, right?
yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't have a problem saying it. Like they have brought out a bunch of rumors that are all fake, so
Yeah.
why would this one be any different? Hopefully it's real because this one's just about a game coming out, so
Right.
more games is never a bad thing. I'm not gonna say no to it. It's just I won't be getting it. That's all.
There you go.
Alright, that makes sense. Personally, I don't know nothing about this Geno person, but if they've always been talking BS, then hey, what's to make this any difference? But it would be nice to have Luigi's Mansion, on the next system, something to open up with. I've never played any of the Luigi's Mansions, so this would probably be my first if they have it. If not, it is what it is. I just go on how I am. So that's just my 2 cents. So it's just whatever at this point.
Hopefully it's true though. It's always good to have more
Yeah,
games.
I would love to have some more games.
yeah.
So yeah, definitely. So there's that. Anything else you guys want to talk about on that, or we gonna move on?
We can move on. It's not
As
really
far
much
as the
stuff.
graphical powerhouse for the NX, that it's kind of a weird choice.
Yeah.
I guess they could do some really cool stuff, like make it more of like a Disney horror movie. Like if they could make
Yeah,
it
that'd be
Disney level, like Pixar movie quality, that'd be amazing.
That sounds interesting.
We'll see. I always assume that a Mario game is really supposed to be the one that is visually stunning.
Yeah.
So I would assume like, let's say the next one is Galaxy 3. I would assume that's going to be like the holy shit moment for the NX.
Sounds about right.
We'll see.
Yeah,
That's all
I'm kind of
I'm
on that
saying.
wait and see bandwagon right now. So I do kind of want it to be a thing because I would like to try it out. So. And Luigi gets his game, so hey.
Yeah, that would be my first Luigi's Mansion if that were the case, because I skipped that on
Yeah.
the
Oh,
3DS
good. I'm not by
version.
myself. Yay.
So I've never played it either, so I don't really know.
good.
I know he has a vacuum that you suck up ghosts with.
And the suck something. I don't know what they call it. Whatever. I'm not gonna pretend. So, unfortunately, in our next topic, we got a little bit of unfortunate news. The creator behind Professor Layton puzzle passes away. Sadly, we have heard that Akira Tago, who created the challenging puzzles in the Professor Layton series, has sadly passed away. Mr. Tago died at the grand age of 90, so he's lived quite a while. Got to see things. That's good. Due to institution. Oh, I don't know, pneumonia. I don't know what that is, but yeah, pneumonia apparently. Akira Tago was a psychologist who had written a number of notable publications, and he was also the chairman of the Japan Creativity Society and president of Tokyo Future University. So that is unfortunate, and I love the Professor Layton games. They were always so much fun. So, and unfortunately, we still have some more news on folks who have unfortunately passed. And we have Pokemon creative director dies at the age of 42. And it was recently reported that Eric Metal, I believe, creative designer, design director at the Pokemon Company International, passed away yesterday afternoon in an accident. He was taking his daughter for a Sunday drive through a nearby park when a Douglas fir was pushed over onto the SUV by a heavy wind. His daughter only suffered minor injuries, and she was pulled from the back of the car by an anonymous bystander. At the Pokemon Company, Medel was responsible for designing nearly every TCG logo so far, and he also made the logos for Pokemon Dream Radar and Pokemon the Series XY, in addition to serving as an artist for the Generation 6 and 5 main series games. He also took part in some of the spin-offs such as Pokemon Ranger games and Pokemon Conquest. So that is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for those Pokemon fans out there. You're a Pokemon fan, aren't you, Alec?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That 42 is actually really young.
Yeah, that's
especially
young.
to have like a freak accident like that, to die in a car accident. Just on a Sunday afternoon driving with your daughter from a windstorm. That is fucking scary.
Yeah, just not expecting anything to go down and just suddenly out of nowhere. But
luckily his daughter is fine. She's in the hospital with like minor injuries, so she's okay. But yeah,
that's good.
He unfortunately passed away, and yeah, he's been part of Pokemon for a long time. It's just crazy. So you never, like, these things are just random. You can't really do anything about it. He didn't like really have with the other guy. What was his name? Otto. Forgot how to pronounce his name.
Tago.
Yeah, Tago, he lived till 90, so he had a
Yeah, so he
long,
had a
long
long
life. He
life.
died of like
Yeah.
natural causes, but this guy died of a freak accident at the
Oh
age of
yeah.
42. That's
Yeah,
nuts. That
That's
that is so
crazy.
sad.
that's not good.
Right.
That is quite unfortunate. All right,
So
let's
my
see.
condolences definitely go out to him and his
Yeah, I hope
family.
his daughter, she can, pull herself, get herself together. Hopefully, she
Right.
won't be too, that's sad. That's real sad.
I
Poor
know.
baby. Um, so we're going to move on to the next topic here, which deals with Star Fox Zero will have an invincibility option. Seems to be a lot of talk about this topic.
For no
I,
reason.
I'm gonna be honest. I barely only heard about it like recently from Alex because he was talking about it, and I was like, "What, Matt?" So anyway, I'm gonna just read a little bit here, see what the heck, and we'll go ahead and talk about that. So Shigeru Miyamoto, Star Fox Zero's producer, has revealed a mode for beginners in the Nintendo Wii U game. When talking to Time about the title, Miyamoto confirmed there will be an Invincible R-Wing. This is an optional ship for Fox. When talking about Star Fox Zero's Invincible R-Wing, Miyamoto said that this special vehicle was created so people who are having trouble can fly through and see the levels. The ship is there for players to use in case one part of the game is proving a little too challenging to allow them to get past a particular daunting section. Think of it as Star Fox Zero's version of Donkey Kong Country's Super Kong or Super Mario 3D World's White Tanuki Mario. Miyamoto also mentioned how the Invincible R-Wing fits in with Star Fox Zero's cooperative mode, where one player flies the R-Wing and the other shoots, and Star Fox Guard. He said what those do is allow people who maybe can't deal with the level of challenge or difficulty to easily be a part of the gameplay and enjoy this universe. Star Fox Zero, a re-image of the Star Fox 64, will come to the Nintendo. Well, okay, will come to Wii U on April 22nd, 2016. So yeah, apparently it sounds legit. I mean, I don't the
I
you know
don't
the,
know why
I,
people are
I
so
don't see what the
mad.
problem, the white Tanuki Mario type deal. Okay, cool, whatever. You don't have to use it. That's the bottom line. You don't have to use it.
I
So
don't
what is the
see why
problem?
people are so mad. It makes no
I don't.
sense. Like, I know some people were kind of talking about it the other day, and everybody was like, Star Fox Zero is going to have invincibility mode SMH. I'm like, y'all know that's not for the main game, right? Like, that's just a
Right.
mode. And not only is it going to have an invincibility mode, conversely, it's also going to have like a really hard mode that's essentially like one hit kill. So,
Yep.
like, are we mad about options again? Like, what's going on here? Like, why are we mad about this? It doesn't make
I
any
don't
sense.
understand. Like, once again, as usual, something so simple divides the fan base in half, as usual, and it's always over options. People just don't like options for some reason. You don't want invincibility mode? That's great. Don't use it. Use the extra hard mode then. This mode is for people that either are new to Star Fox, like kids, or people who just suck at video games. You don't have to use it. For veteran Star Fox players, they've implemented a harder mode where you take more damage. Like, go play that. There's nothing wrong with them trying to reach a larger audience because Star Fox, while it's a good franchise, is not one of their best selling franchises. So they should try to make it reach more people,
Right.
Yeah.
and this is how
Yeah.
they're going about it. I personally don't see a problem with it. I'll never touch that mode because I'm not a bitch, but like it's there for people who suck at Star Fox, so it's whatever. Like I don't see what the problem is. Like if you
Yeah.
want to cry about something, cry about the fact that Star Fox doesn't have an online multiplayer. That's
There
something
you go.
to actually complain
Yeah.
about.
That's something to cry about.
Where were all these people when we found out there's only a two-player co-op mode and one person's on the gamepad and one person's shooting? Like where were the people then? But you want to cry about an invincibility mode that you don't have to use? It's
It
madness.
doesn't make any sense. But like a lot of it too is like a lot of it I've seen is from people who don't even care about Star Fox or even have Wii
Right,
U.
yeah.
Like they're just saying, "Oh well, here we go. Nintendo's being kiddie again. Oh boy!" They jump on it and they make videos about it and they tweet about it. And don't get me wrong, like Nintendo does some things that deserve a little bit of a tongue lashing. I've done it a plethora of times on my channel, but this is not one. Like, why are we so up in arms
This
about
is
this?
not
This
one.
makes
They're just
no
trying to
sense.
include people.
It makes no
Yeah.
sense.
Like you're right though. It's a lot of the people that don't actually play Nintendo are the ones shouting the loudest about this. And then there are some Nintendo guys that are like genuinely mad about it for some reason I'll
For
never
some reason.
understand. But like But yeah, you're right. Like, it's people that are like, "Oh, here's Nintendo being super kiddie again." It's like, but you're not telling the facts. You're not telling people that there's a super hard mode now. You're
Yeah.
just saying that there's an easy mode, and
They're
it's just
doing-
like, what if you're gonna say one, at least say the other.
Yes, they're just doing it to fit their whatever they already have perceived. And I mean, people can have their own opinions about Nintendo and video games all they want. Like I said, I don't disagree with a lot of the stuff that people say badly about Nintendo. Because hell, I feel the same way about a lot of the stuff that they do as well. And like I said, I do voice it as well. But this is just another situation where people are just cherry picking what they want, and just in another attempt to say, "Oh, look at what Nintendo's doing." It's like, really? Not only that, but they've done it in other games before. Were we
Right.
mad
It's
when 3D
the
World
same
had the
thing
Tanuki,
in,
the white Tanuki suit?
Yeah, Tanuki suit, and even what the hell was another game that came out recently? Yeah, Donkey Kong has the white Kong
Yeah.
thing.
And now the
And with
Fire
Yoshi's
Emblem
Woolly
games.
World, that was the one.
Yes,
Yoshi's Woolly
has
World,
the
you have
yellow
that
mode.
infinite flying mode.
Yeah.
They have the same thing. You don't have to use it.
And then
It's
the
just
freaking
there.
Fire Emblem games, they have the mode that's not permadeath.
Right.
So it's
Fire,
like
Fire Emblem has the non-permadeath mode for newcomers,
Right.
which is fine. I don't see what the problem. And people were mad about that too. It's just like I
yeah,
don't
people
understand.
were mad about that.
Like, I can understand getting mad about like having to buy two versions of the same game, stuff like that. But like, what are you
Right.
getting mad about an easy mode for people that aren't familiar with the franchise? Like, it's
Right.
just, to me, it's selfish.
It's
Yeah,
silly.
it's confusing as fuck because I don't understand,
It's
but
just
whatever.
like, complain about the things that matter. Like, why aren't
Yeah.
you complaining that Nintendo's taking your franchise and splitting it into two games and making you buy it twice? Like,
Exactly.
nobody complains
there's
about
no
that, but you're going to
online
complain
or
about
stuff
a
like that.
non-permadeath mode that you don't have to use. I
Right.
don't understand.
And not only is did they split the two games in half,
And then you
there's
have to buy
added
another
DLC.
DLC after. Yeah.
Like, why are we
Yeah,
talking
like,
about
what?
that? But we mad because we adding like modes.
Nobody
and
wants to talk
games.
about that. It's just like, I don't understand. Yeah, I get it. They're good games and they're separate enough, but like from what I understand, Fire Emblem always has two separate ways to play, correct? And like two storylines.
I haven't played
And-
enough Fire Emblem. I've only played.
Well, I don't know. That's what Zen was telling me.
Yeah.
Like, Fire Emblem always has two paths, and you get it both included. But this time they decided to separate it, and it's just like nobody really talks about it. But
Nobody's-
they want to
yeah.
talk about this. It's just weird to me.
It
Yeah.
is weird.
It definitely is. I don't know. Whatever. I guess just let them cry about it because it's in there. It's not gonna get changed. So
I guess it's like
But
just deep-seated hate people have towards.
it's just
like,
something to
people having-
nitpick about. I think.
Well, I think it's because people don't like that casual people are able to play these games.
That's very true.
well,
There's-
then they should be screaming about a 6-month-old baby being able to beat
That
story.
shit was
modes.
hilarious.
That's all I'm saying.
If you
That's
guys
all
don't
I'm
know, there is a video on YouTube, 6-month-old baby playing and beating Birdie's story mode in Street Fighter V
Smacking the buttons.
just
smacking
by
the
smacking the buttons randomly. It is hilarious because that's how casual that game is.
Oh my
But you
God.
mad about an easy mode that you don't have to actually use.
That's
Right.
hilarious. I think a lot of
You're
it-
mad about a mode that you don't have to use, but you're not screaming about a mode that's in the game that you are using that a baby can use. 6 months old. So I'm just saying. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
That's
It's too
hilarious.
funny.
Oh my
Like, I
God.
just don't
It's
get it.
hilarious. Yeah, it's
People
all
are so
hilarious.
selective of what they're angry about.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of people want to nitpick at this point. It's like,
Yeah.
just play the game.
Like, be
Enjoy
angry
'em.
about the things that matter. Like
Yeah.
no online in Star Fox when we've had it in a goddamn handheld version. Like, that's
Exactly.
something to be mad about.
Get
That's
mad
something to
about
be
that.
upset about, yeah.
I
Like,
don't
no,
understand why you're going to be mad about options. That's an option they took away.
Yeah,
Right.
like you should be mad about options they take out as opposed to
Yeah.
options they put in. If they put an option in that you know you're not going to use, who cares?
Exactly. You don't have
Who
to
cares?
use
Just
it.
don't use it. But if they take an option out that has been in previous games back in the day and now they want to take them out, that's outrage. Like, why would you do that?
Right.
Like, if they did some nonsense like you need the Fox amiibo to access this hard mode, that would be dumb.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
dumb.
would be mad about that. Now that's
Yeah,
stupid.
because that's retarded.
yeah.
But luckily they didn't do that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess it is.
I don't
what
know.
it
I
is.
think it's just a dumb thing to be mad about, to be honest. Like, I don't get it. You're essentially saying not everyone deserves to play this game.
Exactly.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
And just like you were saying, Alex, it's just like people have like this deep-seated hatred of like new gamers. Like I used to be one of them. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I used to be one of those kind of people. Look at all these new people. You just started gaming last gen, but it's like everybody got to start somewhere. You know, we started somewhere.
Exactly.
Everybody got to start somewhere. So
not everyone could start with the NES or Super Nintendo.
Exactly.
Right, where everything was awesome.
Yeah.
Everything was awesome.
But then you also have to like. These newer games need to like kind of shut their mouth when we talk because we're the ones that know everything.
And there we go. Exactly. Now that's the only thing I can agree with. They need to shut up when talking to me because I'm a veteran. I know what I'm talking about.
Me, like, dude, you weren't there. You weren't even a freaking seed in your daddy's. You know what? So I don't want to hear it. Just.
Like if I'm telling you that overpriced season pass and shit is a problem, and you're sitting here telling me no, well, that's the normal thing, then you need to just be quiet.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because you don't know anything.
You don't know nothing. It never used to be normal.
Don't know nothing.
But everyone deserves to play video games. I don't care if you started this gen. I don't care if you started like 40 years ago. Everyone should be able.
Or
to
you're a
play
6-month-old baby. You deserve to play.
Even a 6-month-old baby beating Street Fighter 5.
You're a 6-month-old baby. Oh my god.
That is a really awesome video, and it's hilarious as heck. So I would advise folks to check it out.
It is very funny.
It's really funny because he was doing the damn thing.
I love it.
I can't believe how easy that game is.
I know. I was like,
and that's not even like that's just like a normal mode too. It's just like that's not even like a super easy mode or some shit like that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's just what it is. That's the mode that it is. So you know, that's options. Anyway, we'll quit harping. We'll quit harping. We'll calm down.
Because now we starting to sound like some old fogies right now.
That's okay. I don't care. It's the truth. It ain't like it's a lie. But in other news, Nintendo's new rewards program begins this Thursday in Japan. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
Oh, lucky them.
Yeah. Apparently there's a few new details about My Nintendo. Nintendo's centric social app Miitomo launches this Thursday, March 17, in Japan alongside the company's customer loyalty program, My Nintendo, which tracks digital purchases and offers rewards like coupons. Yay, I'm in there.
Coupons.
Buy games or use Nintendo apps, earn points, then buy more games. That's the idea. You might have known all of this already, but there are a few points of clarity on Nintendo's Japanese website. Notably, any eShop purchases you make before My Nintendo is up in your region will not count as far as points are concerned. And once the program is live, we'll likely get it soon after Japan. There are exceptions, including DLC and 3DS themes. Those types of purchases won't earn you points. This is all to say that if you're about to load up on eShop games and you want to get your My Nintendo account off to a good start and you can show restraint, it's probably worth waiting. Also, while we're on the topic, did you pre-register for Miitomo? Yet? You can do so here, and you should, even if you aren't interested in the app. Apparently, you get like points for signing up.
Yeah, you get points for signing up for Miitomo.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you get points for signing up for Miitomo, and that's pretty much it in this little thingy here, and that's pretty cool. I'm interested. I want to know. I don't know. The points program that they got going on is kind of geeking me out because of the things that I'm hearing that they are possibly going to implement in it. So I'm gonna go with you, Nia. You can go ahead and what do you think? New features, all the stuff that's going on with My Nintendo.
I just want them to freaking bring it to like the West. Like, can we please?
Why can't we get it at the same time as Japan? But I know they got to do.
It's
mostly because they got to test it.
There's a lot less people there, so they're probably trying to test the waters first before they bring it to North America.
Because not everybody's gonna really use it over there, because
Well, even in general, their population's way lower.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, but test runs.
But it's still annoying. Like I feel these kind of things they should do a worldwide launch.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like just freaking bring it. Like I don't understand. Like just give it to us, please. We've been waiting, and they're like, oh yeah, well, we're gonna bring it in March of 2016. It's like we halfway to March. Like, can we get a date? Can we get like a tentative date? I mean, come on.
Ours will probably be like March 31st or something.
Oh my god, I swear to goodness they'll do something like that too.
Yeah.
Because
So
like
it goes live tomorrow.
if it's coming out in Japan tomorrow, then we'll probably get it in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Which
I
I
can see
mean,
it in
okay,
2 weeks.
which is not bad because it's 2 weeks, okay, but still, it's like the waiting game that you gotta
I
play.
hate it so much. Oh my god.
People don't like that all the time.
Yeah, but you know, another thing that kind of raised an eyebrow about this whole situation with the new rewards program too is that means that pretty much physical rewards are probably going the way of the dodo. We probably won't be
Yeah,
getting
it's
any
all
more
gonna be
physical.
digital stuff.
Probably like the only thing that you could benefit from this that will be physical is whenever they start, you know, partnering with these movie theaters and you able to use your points at them and like the amusement parks. But as far as like getting like, you know, notebooks and like
Yeah,
you know,
I don't think you're gonna get
posters and
figures
stuff,
anymore.
Yeah, we
that's
won't be able
actually
to
kind
get
of a
those.
bummer.
That's a bummer because
I
then
think they
that's
lost
like
a lot of money doing shipping and stuff like
They
that.
probably
They
did.
That's the only thing that makes any sense to me.
they could have probably looked into that more to find better ways because
Mhm.
they didn't get rid of it in Europe.
I think it's gone now.
Is it?
Is it gone now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
'cause
I,
it
I
seemed like
did
it-
enjoy my
I don't know.
physical rewards. I didn't get a ton
Yeah.
of them, you
Or-
know, but I got a couple things.
Or maybe have like some special like physical rewards here and there, like not all the time or whatever, but like, you know, when there's like a big launch going on for a
Mhm.
game that they have
Right,
like a
right.
special, you know, like have a special edition of the game, and then if you can't get the special edition, you can use your points to get maybe the figurine from the special edition or something like that.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
That'd be cool.
Actually, I would love that. But I don't know. I feel like we keep hearing little tidbits about this, but like they just won't. They just won't just go just talk all about it. Like I want to know everything. I want to know all the
I
details.
swear that thing is gonna get like its own direct for us.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, it better. It better.
Yeah.
With Mitomo, they'll probably like bundle it together in a direct.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's just like I feel with this whole program that it's probably gonna be just digital rewards, like just games and discounts, because that's what they were kind of hinting towards.
Oh yeah.
And then yeah, you can like take it to the movies and whatever, but
Mhm.
there's no real Nintendo movies yet, so I don't know if that's gonna be anytime soon.
Don't even get me excited for this. Speaking of Mitomo, they just launched a Japanese app in the App Store like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
So that's the thing.
All right, cool.
Probably download the program like off the website or something.
I wonder.
That's
I don't know. That's interesting though. I'm excited.
The,
I don't
the
know. I'm
only
geeking
thing that
about
like
this stuff.
annoys me about this program is like you only get points for buying games digitally.
Oh yeah, true. So no
That
more like
irritates me,
packing the
'cause,
little
like,
I heard that they
Yeah,
were
you don't
still
get the
gonna
little
package it again.
No, it's just digital games.
Yep, that's
I
what I
don't know.
mean.
It was-
Like everything.
I
is
gotta
digital.
look that up because I swear I saw a freaking
It says
article. that's-
specifically from downloading eShop games.
Wow.
you
That
still earn points for beating the games, but you don't get the extra points for buying the game. That's only if you buy it digitally, you get the extra points.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's why.
At least you get
That
points
sucks.
for
'Cause
at least
I like to buy my games
beating.
physically.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
'cause, I mean, So they basically are kind of trying to push you more toward.
They're trying
digital.
to force you to go digital, yeah.
See, and that's what I don't like. This whole forcing people, enticing.
Well,
I'll
not
call
really
it
forcing.
enticing.
It's more like you get
It's
a
more
bonus if you go.
Yeah, it's an
digital.
enticing.
Yeah.
They're trying to entice people.
But I'm
over
gonna
digital.
have to miss out on those points because I'm
Oh,
gonna
well.
get physical
But at
as
least
long
you
as I
get
can.
the
Yeah.
points for beating the games and stuff.
Yeah,
At
you
least
still
you
get
That's
the points for
good,
beating
yeah.
the game. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it'll help me. Maybe it'll give me incentive to actually finish my games, huh?
Yeah, right? Me too. Oh my god.
I'll buy the game all day, play it for a little while, get to the middle of it, and then fizzle out for whatever reason.
Wow. I can't even start a new game till I finish the last one.
Well, I wish I had that.
I wish I was like
had
that.
that. I just not like that. I have a short attention span. After a while, I'm just like, psh, next game.
Same.
So,
It's cool.
anyway, so it's all good. We'll see how things go down. I'll still probably be a part of the program. Just, I'm physical, baby. Go ahead, baby. Okay, no, I'm gonna stop. All right, so our next topic is talks about the no online co-op in Hive Jump for the Wii U. What? What?
What a fail. Like, come on.
You
man.
had one job.
One.
You had
The
one
whole
job.
like concept of this game is cooperative play, and now you're taking away like its best feature.
It's like a shell of a game on Wii U now at this point.
Yeah, the Wii U version. So, and that's not even the worst part. It's not like this is on the Wii U only. It's also on PC, and the PC is getting online.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna read a little quote that they have right here real quick, and so they're saying that's something online co-op where we felt like the platform certainly is kind of a party platform. We love playing games on Wii U in kind of party mode. So we don't have online in the plans for Wii U, but it will be for PC. But she'll put it on PC. The fuck?
Oh my gosh.
That's literal to me. I mean, I don't mean to put words in people's mouths or make assumptions, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It just seems like it's like complete blatant. Oh, we just don't feel like doing it for the Wii U, but we'll do it for the PC.
Right, exactly. That's
It's,
really
it's
what
essentially what
boils
it
down
is.
to.
It's like disrespect. It's like, the PC. Yeah, we'll put it on there, but we don't have the energy to put it on. And it's supposed to be there.
Laziness.
Yeah, is this like? I don't know. That's sad.
It's
sad.
like it's like Nintendo is like trying to get these indie guys on board and give us competent versions of games, and then these guys are essentially only giving you like 80% of the game.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're getting a discounted price from what I like. It seems like you're gonna pay the full price, but like, who's gonna buy this version?
Yeah.
This is the
Like-
version I actually backed this game to make this version come to fruition.
Right.
Oh damn! Yeah, because this
So-
was initially a Kickstarter game,
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
So
So
it made it a Wii U, but they couldn't.
and it looks fun.
Be
Like I
bothered
just
with the
don't
online.
understand. Like that party system thing, that is such a dumb reason. That can't be
Yeah.
the real thing.
that's not
Yeah,
the
that's
real
just
reason.
that's a roundabout
There's no
way of
way. That
saying
is
we're
just
just
that's
not
such a
going to put it on Wii
ridiculous
U.
thing to say. Oh, the Wii U is a party system, so we just assume everyone does local co-op on the Wii U.
No.
Come
No.
on.
And considering that one of the highest selling games right now is freaking Mario Kart and Splatoon, that's definitely not the truth. Like,
That's
don't get me
not
wrong,
the
there's a
truth.
lot of Nintendo guys out there that absolutely abhor the idea of online, but the facts are the facts. Splatoon and Mario Kart are
Right.
the highest selling games
Splatoon
on
and
the
Mario
Wii U.
Kart.
And
They
they
are
have a
online
large
games.
multiplayer component.
Like if Splatoon was a single player only game,
It
there'd
would
be
not
nothing to
get-
do.
There's nothing to do
Like-
because once you're done, you're done.
That game is so successful because it's an online multiplayer game.
Exactly. So like and I'm not a game developer, okay? But I've talked to a couple of people that who have used Unity, and apparently Unity is supposed to be like a more user friendly, cost
It's one of
effective
the
and efficient
easiest ones to
engines,
use.
right?
Yeah.
Especially for indie developers. And if the Unity engine is as easy to use and as user friendly as people claim that it is, there's really no reason to why they couldn't have
Yep.
made the Wii U version have some kind of parity with the PC version. I don't understand.
It's essentially dead in the water now.
It
Yeah.
is. They
I
kind of killed that
can't.
game.
I can't see anyone buying this version, to be honest.
Right.
Because it's just an indie game, and graphically, it's not special. So like any PC can run this shit.
Right.
Right.
So like, who is gonna buy the Wii U version for? I would assume the same price, and not even get to play with your friends.
Right.
Come to your house.
And
which is
whenever
ridiculous.
they exactly,
Yeah.
and then whenever they advertised it through their Kickstarter, a lot of the draw was the fact that, oh, guess what? You think this is cool? You get to play with your friends online.
Exactly. Like one of the biggest
Yeah.
draws was that you could play together online, 4 people going ham on all the enemies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's like,
And
it's
I
like,
just don't get that party
don't-
thing, because
I
like,
don't know.
yeah, it's cool to play locally. That's awesome.
But
But
not
why are
everybody's
you
playing
restricting the
locally.
other mode?
Yeah.
it's the same thing with like Nintendo. It's like, dude, like we like local, but we like online too. Like, can we not
Exactly.
have both? Like, what is this?
Because
Yeah.
you can't sit here and tell me that game is so resource intensive that they can't pull it off.
Right.
It's just that I think that at this point, what it just kind of boiled down to is they didn't feel the need to take the extra time to do so.
Yeah,
and
they
I
probably
think this game is going to be great.
aren't expecting to do. They probably
Right.
aren't expecting the Wii U one to do well, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, why
they
help
just
it along
made-
even more?
Exactly.
They really
just
made
kicked
sure
it out the door.
They just kicked it straight out the door. You spent resources making a version that isn't going to sell well at all by not putting something on there that would
They just
appeal
crippled
to
this
people.
version.
Yeah, like putting that mode on there would have probably appealed to more people to pick it up
Definitely.
on the Wii U.
That's
Yep.
the
Now
biggest
they're
selling
just
feature
like-
of that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're just telling them, oh, it's on the PC version. It's like, well, then I'll just get the PC version. Ain't nobody thinking about Wii U version because after you're
Nope.
done playing, your single player mode, you're just done with the game.
Yeah, 'cause it's RIP for the Wii U version at this point. Like,
Yeah.
if you're looking at this game, you should get the Steam version because at
Yeah.
least you can play online with people. But the Wii U version,
No.
there's no point.
There's no point. Yeah. You can
Those
play
dudes
it all.
completely like screwed everyone who was looking forward to that game on the Wii U for no reason.
For no reason
if you backed it for that reason, I'm so sorry for you guys. If you backed it,
Yeah, it
thinking
sucks
was
for
gonna-
anyone who actually backed the game because like if you backed it in hopes for a Wii U version, you just got screwed.
Pretty much. And I think that's another big thing with like Kickstarters. Like I'm all behind indies. Like I'm all behind people who do Kickstarter projects because I think that if there's
promise
people
something
that exactly, and I feel that if there's a product that you're advertising and you're promising, you need to give everybody
You
the
gotta
privilege
make that
and the
because that's what
benefit
people are paying you for.
Right. Like have the courtesy to give people what they want and what they backed it for. And there's a lot of people who do back Kickstarters for the purpose of getting that stretch goal to the platform that they want to buy it for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the same thing with Project Cars, not to open old wounds, but a lot of people backed that game because it was supposed to be like on the Wii U. A lot of people wanted a console version. And you know,
it would have been the only simulation racing game on the Wii U.
And at the time, the Wii U was, new. It was about to come onto the market, so it had a little bit of promise behind it, and people wanted to see that game on the system, and they completely failed to deliver. So at least the Hive Dome people will bring the game still, unlike freaking the Project Cars people. But if you're gonna do it, like do it correctly. Like people back the game for a reason. Give people what they want. Come on.
It's the same thing with like Mighty Number 9. At this point, I do not believe that game's ever coming out.
Yeah, me too. It's like literally vaporware at this point.
And that's another Wii U game. And they're claiming it's like an online problem, which is why it keeps getting delayed. And it's just like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah, and you got Gunvolt Strikers or whatever too.
Yeah, they brought out 2 Gunvolt Striker games before Mighty Number 9 came out.
That's crazy.
Like, like what are you even doing?
It's made by the same guys. I don't know if it's the exact same team, but it's both under
the same umbrella at least.
Igarashi. No, not Igarashi. The other guy. I always forget his name.
Yeah, him. So I don't know. Whatever. I'll be getting it on PC, but it kind of sucks though.
Yeah, that sucks. Really now, like we kind of have to. I was looking forward to getting on the Wii U, but
I
now
wanted
there's no
it on
point.
the Wii U
I have
too.
to get it on PC, and then we can all play together.
Right.
Oh.
So RIP the Wii U version. You didn't stand a chance.
They literally cannot even complain about the sales if it does poorly because that's their own fault.
That's their own fault.
Because they just crippled the Wii U version for essentially no reason.
For no reason. Crazy.
Yeah. Because obviously that game is more fun when you play with 4 people.
Right.
Yeah, good luck, I guess. I assume they're not even expecting this game to sell like 10 copies, maybe.
The craziest thing about this game, too, is like a lot of the appeal was for the fact that it looks a lot like Super Metroid and Contra, and like it had online.
Right.
And like that's right.
Yeah, it's like Metroid, but you're playing a Contra game.
Right. Yeah. And so, like, a lot of Nintendo fans would be really into that.
PlayStation and the Xbox, right? It's just Wii U and PC, right?
I don't remember exactly if they were coming to the others or not.
There's an Xbox or PlayStation version.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember exactly.
But yeah, that kind of game is like right up a Nintendo fan's alley. Like, it looks like Metroid, but you're playing Contra and you're playing with friends.
Exactly.
It's just like, this game is awesome.
Exactly.
And now they just screwed it. And it's just like, why?
For no reason. Oh my god. That's crazy.
Like, can you imagine if they pull that shit with Ukulele? Like, oh, Ukulele has online co-op, but the Wii U version won't get it, the others will.
That would be the worst thing they could do, because the fan base is on Nintendo. Like, believe that.
Yeah, the fan base is on Nintendo. Everybody knows that.
Then, like, there's some instances where people, I think, overreact about, like, developers of the Nintendo, like, making games for Nintendo consoles, but then you have situations like this where it's like, it just doesn't make any sense.
It just doesn't make any sense.
None whatsoever.
I don't know.
Speaking of
that news just irritated me when I saw that today. I was like, you cannot be serious right now.
Right?
At first I was like, that's probably like a mistranslation or something. That can't be right.
Definitely not.
All right. Just segue.
Making no sense, by the way. We're going to go on to another individual who ain't making no kind of sense, but Pachter. Let's call this segment Pachter Says, because he always got something to say. This dude. So Nintendo NX will launch in 2017 and won't be very good. That's what he says. What the frick? Anyway, so I'm just gonna go to his little piece here. I'm not even gonna go into the other stuff. So this is what he says. I have no idea what that thing is going to be. Pachter said, when we asked him about the NX, I don't think it's coming out this year. Nintendo's practice has been to show things a year and a half before they come out. So I think they'll show it at this E3, and I think it'll come out next year. It might not come out in November. It might come out in March. You know, it's sounding an awful lot like it's a handheld and console hybrid, where you have a handheld and you do some stuff on it, and the console will be like an Apple TV or something, and you can pull games down from that, he said. I'm not really sure. I would say, based on Nintendo's recent history, it is not going to be very good. I know they are pretty excited about it, but I would say it's a backward-looking technology that that is just not an improvement over everything else that we've got an option to do, and it will completely miss the point of games getting away from consoles. We'll see, he said, but I think Nintendo is desperately clinging to an old business model that is passing them by. But you don't even know what it is!
Exactly! You don't even know what it is!
I think the only person who's desperate here is Mr. Pachter. Desperate for fucking clicks. Because that is ridiculous. So the first words out of his mouth are, I have no idea what this thing is, but it's gonna be bad.
But you're gonna talk about it. You don't know what it is, but you're gonna talk about it.
And all signs point to this shit coming out in the end of this year. And now he's saying it's gonna come out in March, so Nintendo's gonna miss the biggest shopping day of the year, which is Black Friday, just to bring it out in March, which is notoriously a slow time of the year to buy stuff.
Yeah, that's silly.
Like, nothing he says makes sense.
That's hilarious, yo.
This guy.
And it's funny how he says something in here saying that if this is like an Apple TV or whatever, he said that it completely misses the point of games getting away from consoles. And it's like, how? If this thing is a hybrid and it's like an Apple TV, this is an assumption. How is it completely missing the point of getting away from consoles when that's technically not what we consider a traditional console? It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. It would make
perfect sense to have it as some sort of streaming box if it's going to be a handheld and a home console, because you just stream it to whatever device you're on.
It just doesn't make sense what he's saying. And it's like, if it is a hybrid that is like a streaming box, more than likely it's going to be because there's some type of like server or some type of program that it's running that could probably also be like on PCs and stuff. So it's like,
right.
I just don't understand what he's saying. I just don't understand it at all. But
it's just so like out of the blue. Like, why would you just say something like that out of nowhere for no reason, really?
No
news has come out. Yeah, there's no source material. What was the trigger for making that statement anyways? Like, we don't have any solid evidence about this console yet, other than like rumors here and there. It's just like, it's so insane to me that you would just come on and say, oh, it's not going to be any good. You don't know anything. Like, you can go around and say like, oh, the Wii U wasn't good because of this, and this, because there's facts. You have reasons to say that.
Yeah.
Right.
But the NX isn't even out yet. How are you already deeming it garbage?
Nobody knows anything about this console, so I don't understand.
Insanity.
It doesn't make any sense.
I swear he just like wakes up in the morning and says like, what kind of dumb thing I'm gonna say today? And he just God, that's one of the dumbest things I think he's ever said.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, as far as an interview goes, because like it's just so out of the blue.
Why do people interview him? Why is there anybody
like,
running to interview
people
him?
Angry. And people
it's so silly that there's literally a person out there or persons out there that go to find this dude just to interview him over stupid shit. Like, what?
Yeah, and the website that interviewed him and actually like posted that, he's like, you guys are a joke. Like, I don't even know what website it was from initially, but like,
Yeah.
who runs that story? Like, there's
I
no
don't know.
basis at all.
They just woke up one morning. They're like, "Hey, man, we need a story. Hey, I got one. We can go as
Well, I guess it's
Pachter
instant clicks.
Definitely, because everybody wants to know what this idiot's saying, even if it is stupid. Because you just want to see how stupid it is. You know it's gonna be stupid. You
Oh,
just want to
yeah.
know
It's
how
always
stupid. Yeah, you just
Right.
want to know to what depths of stupidity is he going today.
What depths? Oh my god. See, now if we had concrete details, or at least some
Yeah, on
kind of
what this
tidbit
thing
on what it was
is.
going to be. He said this. I'm like, okay, that's whatever. It's his opinion. But we don't know
Right,
anything
it's still his
about the
opinion.
NX. We don't know if it's a home console. We don't know if it's a handheld. We don't know if it's a service. We
Right.
don't know what it is. So
It is just whatever people are
There's
thinking it
not
is in
enough
their head right
information
now.
for us to
That's
go
all.
around and say if you like it or not.
Right. So I don't know. It's just funny how he has his and irregardless, this whole thing is just an opinion of his. Like, that's his thoughts, his
Yeah.
opinions. It's nothing solid, obviously. None of us are mad about it. It's just so funny though.
Right.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
It's just hilarious. Just something to poke about because he's a retard, and retards need to get their shine too. So there you go, Pachter. You got some shine.
Every once in a while, you just gotta give some people a little bit of attention. Let them know that they are very
Yeah.
valued in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
So-
he's a valued idiot. We wouldn't be. We need some idiots so other idiots know exactly how dumb they are too. Be like, this is your level of stupidity. This guy.
I don't know, man.
So,
I do
God,
know
don't
that I
even
am just
like. It was just funny because the first thing he says is he doesn't even know what. Like,
That
I have
was the
no
funniest
idea
part.
what that thing is going to be. That's his
Right.
words. And then after that, he shouldn't have said shit else. He should have been done. That's it. That's your interview. I don't know what that thing is. Okay, cool. Good job.
He prefaced what he doesn't know what it is, but then
Yeah.
proceeded to give an opinion.
You don't
then
know
he
what it
goes
is,
on
but
to
you're gonna
say
go
it's
on to
bad.
say
It's
some
just funny.
to say it's bad. So it doesn't exist yet at all. But you're
Yeah.
gonna tell me what the heck it is or isn't gonna do, or
Like, for
what it.
instance, if you want like a perfect comparison, PlayStation VR, we know the price, we know
Right.
when it's coming out, we know
Mhm.
what the games look like. So you can say, I don't like this, or hey, this is gonna be awesome, because we have facts.
Right.
Like, for instance, I think it's too expensive and the games don't look good, so I think it's worthless. But some other people might like it because they want to watch some like VR porn or something. But like these are facts. Like, you at least know what it looks like, you know what
Right.
it does, you know what it is.
Right.
Like, it's just crazy.
I don't
This thing, we
understand.
don't know what it does, what it is. We haven't seen it yet. Nothing about it. Nobody knows nothing but the people who are actually there working on it, getting it ready.
They're
to come
running out
out.
of time.
So,
They need to start showing some
Yeah,
stuff. If people like him are gonna come out and like
yeah, that's the
trash it
last.
before it even comes out, then that's
Yeah.
gonna be
And
a
that's
problem.
kind of like, I think that's kind of like what his intentions are, is to come out, trash it, and those people who follow him religiously or whatever, oh well, then Nintendo's garbage, blah blah blah. Get some negative Nintendo news out there. Is essentially people like this is what they do. They'll say something garbage about Nintendo's new console and don't even know if it is a console or if it isn't or whatever it is.
Right.
Just, I'm gonna get some negative news out there before this thing happens, so people don't jump on it and it doesn't become popular.
Right.
That's essentially what's going on. So
One
whatever,
of the most
that-
interesting
he's
things
retarded.
about Pachter is that whenever he says something, it seems like the opposite always happens. Like, there
It
was
does.
Usually.
there was a couple
For
of
the
things
most
that
part.
he said. It was like, actually, the opposite happened. I don't remember exactly at the moment, but
There's a
Well, 'cause
couple
he's
times.
an idiot, though.
I don't know.
I mean, but there's times that he says something and it has a half truth to it
yeah.
that comes to mind, but it's not initially a big concern
Mhm.
one way or another. Like, every time he's ever said anything, I would basically read the article, see what he said, and I would literally forget he existed until he came back to surface again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
sounds
that's
about
essentially
right.
what he is. He's like a freaking groundhog. He comes out, says his little thing, then disappears. We never hear from him until the next time he comes out of the hole. Like, what? That's all he
What he
is.
does.
That's what he does. So he's fun. He's a fun character to have poke his little head to, because he got some vendetta against Nintendo for whatever reason. So
I don't think he has any vendettas against Nintendo. I just think
nothing
he says
nothing
what's-
horrible, but I just think he likes
Yeah.
to say stuff about Nintendo to rile the masses or whatever.
Right,
Or maybe
because
that's just
that gets attention.
because that
Yeah.
gets attention. Yeah, or maybe
Whatever
to do it
gets
because
him
it's
views, I
fun
guess.
for him. Who knows?
Right.
whatever his personal reason for doing it, it's hilarious for me. So hey, I'll give you a view because I get laughs out of it. So it's
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't take him serious. I'm not like
I
living
don't
or
either.
anything. It's just like, okay, this
Yeah.
is stupid. it
I
is
just
what
think
it
he's like a
is.
fool. That's all.
Yeah, he's just a retard. So, it is what it is. But was there any more? I think that was our last topic. I
Yep.
believe.
Not a
Yep,
not a
looks
long
like
podcast today.
no, not a long one. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. So, guys, got anything else you want to kind of throw to the forefront before we close out? I guess.
I mean, the obvious
Hmm.
Team Red is the best reboot team.
Of
So
Yeah,
course.
that's clear
Yeah.
though.
We're
They
the
know
only
that.
ones
Like,
around and
Team
alive.
Blue are a bunch of barnyard animals, and Team Green are just some mouth breathers that can't even figure out Discord.
Yeah, Team Red is the elitist upper class. We are god tier. Enjoy that. So,
Speaking
yeah,
of
Team
Discord, don't we
Blue,
sound
Team
crystal
Green.
clear today? We
We
sound
Yep.
pretty
sound real
damn good.
crystal clear. Maybe
Yeah, this shit is
Team
way
Green and
better
Team
than Google
Blue.
Plus.
Maybe y'all might want to jump on board. We calling you out. What? Say something.
Nah, they never clear. They always got like hay in their mouth, anyways.
Oh, let's go. Yes.
Got hay in their mouth where their nuts and bolts is coming loose and they
Oh.
just get that oil, yo. Get that squeaking out oil.
So
Anyway,
funny.
enough of us. We'll stop throwing jabs. We'll stop throwing jabs. Never. I lied. Straight through my teeth. I lied. But anyway, we're gonna close out this podcast though. So yeah, Nia, go ahead and do what it is you do. Let people know if there's anything coming up on your channel.
What is up, everybody? It's your girl Nia, the Video Game Her. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at the Video Game Her. It's the same as my YouTube handle. Make sure you come to this channel, the Video Game Her, so you can check out my streams and my videos and Team Red Talks Nintendo, as well as the Set It Off cast that we do every other Tuesday. Remember that Reboot Red is the best, and thanks for watching.
And Alex, our elitist, go ahead and give us some information about what's going on in your channel.
All right, what is going on, people? ActivesiN here. Thanks for dropping by for another episode of Team Red Talks Nintendo. Yeah, follow me on Twitter. It's at ActivesiN Gaming, and on Instagram with ActivesiN. Post a lot of video game stuff. Then just want to chat, we can talk on Twitter or whatever. So yeah, we'll be back next Wednesday with another Team Red Talks Nintendo. We'll see if there's more topics to talk about, and maybe Pachter will say some other crazy shit. Who knows?
Alrighty then, and I am Kuuppon Strives, your gaming diva, and I thank you all for coming to Team Red Talks Nintendo. You can find me on Twitter at Kuuppon, or Facebook at Kuuppon Strives, or Twitch at Kuuppon. So there you have it. You can find all the links to the articles we were talking about in the description below, so go ahead and click on that, and any other links in the description below to all the lovely peoples here on the panel. And we will catch you later. So deuces.
Peace.
Team Green
See ya.
sucks. Team
Team
Blue
Green
sucks.
sucks. Team
Team
Blue
Blue's
sucks.
trash. Team Green's trash.
Y'all trash. They trash. And we out.